I need to know if you'll give me a second chance. They don't come around often, but please, you know I can't stand it when you don't talk to me. When you don't talk to me. Yeah. There's something inside. Yeah, there's something inside that brings me back to you. Yeah. No, I can't hide it. No, I can't hide it anymore. I don't know why, but I can't seem to get you off my mind. And I know it's true, and I'll say this to you. I want you back. There's something inside, yeah, there's something inside that brings me back to you, yeah. No, I can't hide it. No, I can't hide it anymore. Something inside, something inside. Oh, yeah. There's something inside, yeah, there's something inside that brings me back to you, yeah. No, I can't hide it. No, I can't hide it anymore. I need to know if you'll give me a second chance. They don't come around often, but please, you know I can't stand it when you don't talk to me. When you don't talk to me. Yeah. There's something inside. Yeah, there's something inside.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to a new game. We're going to play Syberia, the world before. Give me just a second. I didn't get the game audio set up before I started. Okay, hopefully this works fine. Let me know audio balance if I'm too loud, the game's too loud, anything like that. She's so pretty. I know very little about this game. I know it's puzzles, and I know we're figuring out some mystery like across time. I don't remember where I heard about this game. I don't remember why I picked it up. It was probably one of the random like Steam sale games, and I was like, ooh, that looks interesting. Vagan Music District, Springs, 1937. A young woman runs through the streets of Vagan, the capital of a small Central European country. I'm probably butchering that, sorry. Her name is Donna Roze, and she must arrive on time for a very important event. She's gonna dive right on in. Love in memory of Benoît Sokal. I am eating Hoppin' John that my boss gave me. Man, it's lovely right off the bat. Oh. Oh. It's driven by an automaton. Well done, Enunzer. What kind of trolley car has tables in them? This is really loud. Tomato. Ooh. Click to move. Oh, interesting. Not WSD.
I need to hurry. Frau Beckmann said she will be waiting for me on the square at the top of the main street.
Big day today. Hey, Dana?
Afraid so, Herr Baumgartner.
Is it at the top of the stairs? Am I going the wrong way? Click on read to display the text. Oh. Is this fully point and click? The beating heart of Europe. Do I need my keyboard at all? Oh, I can't. Yeah, I can't go past them. Fascinating.
Looks like everyone left in a hurry.
Hmm.
Oh my goodness, they must all be waiting for me on the square.
For you. Hmm. We're important enough to be waited on? Throughout the adventure, you will sometimes be given secondary objectives. There is no obligation for you to accomplish these objectives, but if you do, they will lead you to interesting and additional content and background information. I'm all about side quest game. Beware that active secondary objectives will be canceled if you progress throughout the story before accomplishing them. So stay alert and do not hesitate to get off the beaten track. This is very, new to games, which is fine. This is interesting. Okay, what do I do? Do I just hit skip? Oh.
Not bad at all. I wonder if Papa would sell it in his shop, though. I need to hurry. Frau Beckmann said she will be waiting for me on the square at the top of the main street.
Interesting. Keep trying to WSD.
Goodness, a rock?
Oh no, vandals.
Are you all right?
None for the worse for wear. What worries me is it's
None for
getting
the
worse
worse for
every
wear.
day.
That's what my father says.
Never mind, eh? Always look on the bright side. At least, it's prompted me to make some repairs that I've been putting off.
Superhuman bright
Do you
side
know
looker.
who did this?
I've got a good idea, yes. Good for nothing hoodlums.
I see who you mean. They only feel big and strong when they're together, though.
Right. But people like that can be dangerous when they're driven by an ideal.
Yeah?
Especially when it's based on hate and the rejection of other cultures. And they hold no love for Vagarans, that's for sure.
My parents and I are Vagarans.
Well, in that case, I wish you well. Troubled times are these, young lady. For people like us. Ah, enough talk of nastiness. Ah. I see you're carrying a music case.
Yeah, apparently.
Would you be the lucky young lady who's to enchant our ears this year?
I am. And I should go. It's nearly time.
Well, let me congratulate you first. Music is one of the few pleasures left to us nowadays. So, thank you, Fraulein. Thank you for spreading it around. Would you
Aw,
like
she's cute.
to do me the honor of writing something in the cement before you go?
Sure.
I'll add the date like they do in Hollywood.
Cute.
It's all the rage these days, you know.
Well,
Unless you're worried, it would make you late.
Nah, I don't care. Fucking swan. Let's do that.
all right. I will.
Here you go. Ah, lovely. The great white swan of Vagan.
The immortal symbol of our beautiful town.
A very fine inscription indeed, and one that will no doubt be here for many years to come, whatever may become of us now.
Thank you, mein Herr.
He's a nice bookkeeper.
I really
I'm
should
sure
go now. if I
nothing
don't
bad
want
will
to be
happen
late
to
for
him
the
at
music
all.
Academy.
I'll be listening from here.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.
What's the point of damaging books? It's disgraceful.
Yeah.
Same thing happened last month to the shop of Papa's friend, Herr Zimmer.
Give me a, look around. Oh, just small span of
At
space.
least if my concert's a fiasco, I'll still have left my mark here for posterity.
You'll be fine, girl. Nothing else to look at. Yeah. There's a lady sitting here. Can we talk to her?
The ghetto. Mama and Papa often talk about it when they think I'm not listening. They say that more and more Vagarans are being forced to live here.
We ain't being subtle at all, are we?
I'd better not hang around or I'll end up being late at the square.
Yay! Achieved my first secondary goal.
Is it that late already? Frau Beckmann will kill me if I don't get to the square on time.
As I continue to talk to people.
Go on, hop it. Don't want your sort of hanging around here.
We got the armbands, huh?
The National Socialist Party of Ostertal.
Yeah, we found the
I
Nazis.
think that's what Papa calls the Brown Shadow. Nothing but yobs in uniform, according to him. I'd better not hang around here.
Yeah. Out we go.
That must be her. Good grief.
We did it.
Guten Tag, Frau Beckmann.
Ah, Fraulein Rose, there you are. few minutes more, and you would have been late.
But I'm not.
Please excuse me, Frau Beckmann, but I was delayed on the way.
May I have your convocation notice?
My what? I can just leave.
Thank you, Fraulein Rose. Now, remember, performing at the annual spring concert is a great honor and rewards the best Music Academy student of the year. So it is imperative that you show yourself worthy.
No pressure.
I will do my best, Frau Beckmann.
The piano is ready. Make this day yours, Dana Rose.
No pressure, Dana. That's a piano? Looks like a barrel. Let's hope this doesn't turn into a rhythm game. Holding the right click and move your mouse. Okay. Okay.
Everything's ready. All I need to do now is arrange my sheet music and begin.
This is cute.
Right. I've got to start now. Oh, good grief.
The little model of the town off to the side there. Hello! Get those groceries. It turns out this is a point and click game. Was the automaton gonna join in? That's cool. Whoa! More? Ooh! This is neat. I like that they only get, like, knees up. Ooh, more! Ooh, a big one coming out? Yes. Wow. Okay, I see why people would like rush out of the cafe to see this. Oh, cool as hell. What's gonna happen? Oh, nothing. That's neat. Iron Taiga Area Salt Mine. 2004? Oh, wow. So we're split between, like, the start of World War II and 2004 salt mines. Fascinating. I love her already. Look at that haircut. You can consult your diary to get a reminder of previous events. The diary also gives you access to your objectives and to the documents or items in your inventory. Press to open it. I cannot read that. In the depth of the Siberian mines. Keep your proud patience in the depth of the Siberian mines. Your sorrowful labor and great ambitions of your thoughts will not be wasted. Hope, the faithful sister of misery, will wake up to your courage and amusement in the dark underground. The desired time will come. Love and friendship will come to you through the somber gates as my free voice reaches you in your miserable holes. Heavy locks will fall down, prisons will crash, and freedom will greet you gladly at the door, and brothers will give you the sword. Alexander Pushkin. All right. It's a guitar pick. Beast. That's cute.
Katyusha's punk group. Would love to have seen them.
That's cute. Nothing else here? Nope. There's my inventory. Dr. Katyushka. Use introspection to review the situation. Seeking Kate Walker. Nick Canton's reports. Miss Olivia Foster, 1 Lexington Avenue, NYC. Dear Mrs. Foster, we have not had the pleasure of meeting. My name is Nick Canton, a private detective. A few years back, I was asked by the law firm Marson and Larmont to find Miss Kate Walker and bring her back to the United States. As you will know, she is wanted by the police for alleged misappropriation of funds. Ooh. The pursuit of your friend has been hectic, to say the least. Indeed, I fear it has affected my mental health. I ended up being the victim of a serious accident, and now I find myself in the Valsenbar clinic where I am convalescing. This is where the parcel you sent to Kate Walker landed up. Your address was written on the back of the envelope. I am given to believe that Miss Walker was among your closest friends, which is why I am writing to you. I should explain that I am no longer mandated by anyone to find the young lady. However, I must admit I am still keen to carry on with my mission, my sole objective being to try to warn Miss Walker about all the trouble she keeps getting herself into, and if possible, persuade her to come home. Where are you, Miss Walker? Nevertheless, I must admit that as I write this letter, I have no idea of her whereabouts, especially since my long convalescence has meant that I have lost track of recent events. I'd like to pick up my investigation as soon as possible to find your friend and hand her your letter. Yours sincerely, Nick Canton. December 23rd, The Monster of the Lake Valsenbar. December 23rd, 2004. Dear Mrs. Foster, I hope this letter finds you well. I am pleased to inform you that I have managed to locate the Uccle nomads. They were escorting Miss Walker the last time I met her. They told me that despite the sacrifice of Oscar the Automaton to protect her, she was taken prisoner by a dangerous local fascist militia. After almost a year of laborious investigation, this trail has allowed me to localize Miss Walker with near certitude. She's detained in a salt mine. This mine is is in reality a labor camp owned by a consortium of monsters and neo-Nazis in search of vestiges of past grandeur of their nation. Wonderful. I have just arrived in the region. As I expected, the mine guards refused to hand Miss Walker over to me. They even pushed back my attempts to bribe them. A bit on the light side, though I must admit, due to my deplorable finances. The guards nonetheless assured me that she was well. For some reason, they burst out laughing on mentioning her close relationship with her cellmate and the way in which the two young women protected each other. In return for the small amount of cash I could muster up, the guards promised me they would give the parcel to Miss Walker. In the meantime, until I find a way to getting her out of this hornet's nest, I have no other choice but to believe them. Interesting. Cool.
Sleep okay?
Like a bear.
Yeah, I heard. Better get ready, Katyusha.
I feel like I've been run over by a tank.
You okay?
Sure. Digging an assault mine 12 hours a day in the hope of finding a fragment of ivory? Couldn't be better.
Don't let it get to you.
Maybe I'm a fool, Kate. Maybe I should have listened to my folks. If I had stayed in line in the National Choir like a good little pawn, instead of forming an anti-establishment punk group, I would not be here now. I'm glad I've got you, though.
Listen, Katyusha. We're going to get out of here, right?
Yeah, right. If you say so.
We'll get out of here. Together.
Today's the day we're supposed to take over from Team Orange in Gallery C, right?
Don't remind me. They say it's really tough. Isolated with no rescue party on hand. Which is crazy, because it's the worst gallery for cave-ins.
They don't want to risk any of their people.
We should get going, Katyusha. I mean, what if the guard catches us slacking off when we should be ready?
Who, Simona? She's no altar girl, but she's not the worst around here.
True.
But I will be ready in time to... I just want to get all the rest I can.
Come on, Katyusha. Better get ready.
Use introspection to review the situation. How do I do that?
5 minutes, no more. Da?
Da.
How do I do that? How do I use introspection? Yeah, see, everything is just like left button, mouse, left and right mouse button. Aha! No. Let's freshen up. The same poem's on my side? Oh, Code of Conduct. Cell section 3, cell number 31. Occupants Katyusha Spiridonova, Kate Walker. Section manager Simona Kalinina. Code of Conduct. The color assigned to your team must be visible on you at all times, both outside and inside your cell. Any non-compliance will be punished. No, the question mark is just...
I ought to freshen up a bit at the sink.
the hint of what I'm supposed to be doing. Maybe it's the exclamation point? No. Alright, we'll finish reading this and then go back. The color assigned to your team must be... the salt extraction quota must be filled every day. Any non-compliance will be punished. The extraction of ivory and or patriotic relics must be reported to a site staff member immediately. Any non-compliance will be punished. You must respect and obey your section manager, but also the entire site staff. Any non-compliance will be punished. Maybe. Meals and rest are privileges, not entitlements. Any abuse thereof will be considered as non-compliance. Any non-compliance will be punished. Each cell is granted a privilege of 5 liters of water a day. Any abuse thereof will be considered as non-compliance. Any non-compliance will be punished. Damn. 5 liters, not a lot. So the thing I worry about is this introspection is my secondary objective. And I'm worried if I do this is the main objective. Ooh, introspection. Yes, I gotta sit on my bed. Yeah, I was worried that getting ready would be the main objective and it would move on and I'd miss my introspection chance. So.
God, another day of hard labor. What are you gonna do now, Kate? Jeez, can't believe it's been almost a year since the militia sent me here. Gotta get out, move on, whatever that might be. But how, though? No news from outside, nothing. Does anyone even know I'm here?
Can she not see the diary we just read?
Someone must be looking for me, mustn't they? Mustn't they?
Let me just get some nice cinematic shots. They did such a good job on this soundtrack. So our color is blue, assumingly. Turn off the water.
Better not forget your good luck charm. Don't think I've ever seen you without it.
It's all I got left.
Oscar's heart. Interesting.
All Oscar's data inside.
Oh, the automaton that
Lucky enough
sacrificed
to
itself
steal
for
it
her.
from the militia soldier who picked it up at the frontier between Baranur and the Yakast. I just need to find a compatible body for it. That is, if I ever get out of here.
I already did this one, right? Yeah. What do I need to do? What else do I need to do to get ready?
Don't worry. I'll be ready by the time Simona turns up.
I already read that. I think we're ready. Well, there we go.
Glad you're here.
Let's stay close, Katusha.
We're gonna lose Katusha on our way out, obviously. We can't have nice things this early in the video game.
Team Blue! Hey, you've got mail. It's for you, Amerikanska.
Thanks.
No stalling you here. You got 5 minutes to see what's inside. Or else a less friendly face will come to get you.
No hurt saying thanks to the guard.
That's the first time a guard brought us mail.
Yeah, weird. So apparently she didn't have the thing we were reading. A music box?
It belonged to my mother. I used to play with it when I was a kid. This melody stuck with me throughout my childhood. I remember even my mother couldn't find out what it was called.
Neat.
Olivia Foster, New York. What could she have sent me given our dispute after my leaving with Hans? Strange.
What?
August 23rd, 2003. Dear Kate, wherever you are now, despite the sad news it contains, I hope this letter reaches you in time for you to make preparations to return to New York. Your mother, Sarah Walker, passed away last night at Mount Sinai Hospital. She had been doing poorly for several months, and her death was no doubt a release. The funeral will take place Thursday, next week. We pushed back the ceremony so you can be with us.
Well,
If I'm not mistaken, returning to the United States means you run the risk of having to answer to the law. Sometimes it's better to pay your debts to society instead of being forever on the run. And for once, just put aside those senseless, adventurous pretensions of yours. They've already cost you your friends and family.
harsh.
I beg you, Kate, please come back and say goodbye to your mother. Call me so we can organize your return in the best conditions possible. I've enclosed your mother's pendant. According to her, you used to love the mystery of its melody. I promised her I would send it to you. Call me for the sake of what's left of our friendship. Olivia.
Yeah, about that.
212-359.
I'm in jail.
1519.
Interesting setup. Oh, we're going back to Roze, huh? Dana.
Well done, Dana, dear. I'm so proud of your concert on the square at the Academy of Music. We shall find a pretty frame for your diploma.
Thank you, Mother.
Once you've finished your studies at the Academy of Music next year, you'll be able to start higher education at the Paris Conservatory. Won't she, Anton?
Of course. Of course.
Then, my darling, you'll become a great concert pianist. You make us so proud, doesn't she, Anton?
Of course.
Dad's
Of
busy.
course.
I'm completely
So
checked out of this
proud.
conversation.
I can't wait to see the Paris Conservatory, even though I'll miss you both terribly.
And it's perhaps not such a bad idea for you to move away from Wagen. Times are hard at the moment for people like us.
Yeah.
I do worry about your health still. Thankfully, Herr Gustav agreed to take you on at the mountain refuge this summer.
Oh, yes. That mountain air will do you a world of good, my dear.
By the way, did you write to Herr Gustav to thank him?
Well, I was very busy rehearsing the concert, you know.
The gentleman is offering you a job, Dana. Thanking him is the very least you can do.
Yes, Mother, I'll do it right away.
Open the diary. Ooh. Dana's diary, 11 a.m. Frau Beckman is expecting me. She's the rectoress of the academy. Better stop writing. Don't forget the notification. Kiss parents. Jump in the first tram. Now off you go, Dana. I want to go back to the beginning because I didn't read it the first time. May 23rd, 1937, 7:30 a.m. There had to be an important event for me to begin this diary. So the big day is here. I've been chosen among all the students at the Music Academy to play the swan song, the hymn of Wagen, on the main square. Didn't sleep last night, feeling terrified. Can't even bring myself to play that beautiful melody again before leaving. What does it matter anyway? My fate will be played out later today at 12:15 precise. There's always a big crowd on the square for the occasion. 8:30 a.m. Got butterflies. Couldn't eat a thing for breakfast, even though Mother made her delicious chocolate and apricot sacher tart cake that I usually adore. Sugar tart. My parents won't be coming to see me. They can't leave the shop on a day like today. It's the best day of spring for retailers. And anyway, perhaps it is better this way. I could not bear my being disgraced in front of them should I fail to make the grade. Mr. and Mrs. Zimmer have arrived. They come more and more often these days. It's always for business, though. Father keeps saying to whoever will listen that there is no such thing as too much business in times like these. While the men get down to dealing in the study, Mr. Zimmer is an art dealer. Mrs. Zimmer helps mother in the shop. 11 a.m. Yeah, I did that. June 1st, 1937. Concert went like a dream. What a relief. Feeling more confident now than ever to apply to go to the Paris Conservatoire. Just one more year at the Wagen Music Academy, then my journey begins. My journey to become a concert pianist. My dream. I can help my parents pay for the tuition fees thanks to the summer job I've managed to land at the mountain refuge in Silberspiegel. It was Adam Zimmer, father's friend, who put me in touch with Herr Gustav, the manager of the refuge, who sent me a letter of employment. So my journey begins. This is an extremely cute little frame shop.
I ought to put these away before I lose them. I'm pretty sure I know this piece by heart now anyway. The Hymn of Wagen, my favorite concerto.
Legit, it sounded great. Nice and interactive. My dear Anton, on the 28th of May, I've received the paintings. Given their quality, I can only congratulate you on getting them at such a good price. I can already tell that they will find a buyer amongst my American clientele, and we will get a return on our small investment very shortly. On a more personal note, I wanted to thank you and your lovely Lena for the message of support included with your package. The doctors seem optimistic about Miriam's recovery. They think she should be back on her feet in this summer. With each passing day, I am ever more amazed that such a strong woman did me the honor of becoming my wife. However, I will not hide from you that we are both terribly downcast. Despite Miriam's medical history, that charlatan of an obstetrician had left us with serious hopes that this unexpected pregnancy would turn out well. Although it was really hard for us to take such a final decision, we decided not to run the risk of being met with further disappointment in the future. This concerns Miriam's physical health, and, it must be said, the mental health of us both. I imagine that all there is left for us to do is to learn to live with the idea that we will grow old alone, Miriam and I, without any children. In such circumstances, my dear friend, you will understand that every day God gives us, we wonder about the expediency of remaining here in Osterthal, while the sound of the brown shadow's boots can be heard more and more in our streets. Miriam and I would perhaps be safer on the other side of the Atlantic, where, as you know, I have the benefit of strong professional relationships and some well-placed friends in the New York art community. In any case, please know that your and Lena's support went straight to our hearts. This further proof of the unwavering loyalty that binds our two households has been the only ray of sunshine for us this particularly somber time of our relationship. I thank you both again for this renewed expression of our honest friendship. Yours truly, Adam. Yeah, no, seriously, get the hell out of here, guys. Ooh. A pencil.
Maybe I could use it to write my letter to Herr Gustav.
Yes, you could. I think we could just twist it around every which way.
It's stuck. Papa really ought to tidy up.
That's cute. Nothing down here? Okay. There's something on the other side of the counter over here that I wanted to check out. Nope. Oh, maybe I can? I don't know. Apparently we just get to look at it. We don't get to say anything about it.
Herr Gustav, my future employer. Thanks to this summer job, I'll be able to help Papa pay for another year of schooling at the music academy.
Fraulein Roze, I am pleased to announce that I have selected your application for this summer's seasonal job at the refuge I am in charge of. Your contract will begin Monday, 5th of July, and will end on 31st of August. We expect this to be a busy period. Our refuge will be welcoming a group of scientists who have come train in the mountain before they leave for an expedition to the east. Your daily duties will mainly consist of serving it at mealtimes and contributing towards maintaining the refuge. Since I read on your curriculum vitae that you are a student at the Academy of Music, I will also ask you to perform on the piano some evenings. In addition, you will be fed, housed, and laundered through the duration of your work. I am looking forward to your arrival and wish you an excellent end to the school year. Gustav Renner, manager of the Silberspiegel Refuge. Silberspiegel.
The diploma Frau Beckmann gave me after my concert on the musical square.
Yay!
Thank goodness she didn't mention I almost arrived late.
No, you almost arrived late means you were fine. You didn't arrive late.
Dana, darling, I hope you're not seriously thinking of writing a letter to your future employer with that old pencil.
Apparently not. Okay, time to explore the shop some more, I guess.
Don't forget to be very polite towards Herr Gustav.
Of course I will. I like that we just get a look at these paintings. Very nice. Hello, Papa.
Dana Puppet, I'm busy right now.
Clearly.
Papa, could your pen be around here somewhere?
Could be, I suppose.
Vorarlberg automatons. These machines are incredible.
Yeah, they are. Vorarlberg Manufacturing Automaton Factory, made in France. Are you the happy owner of a Vorarlberg automaton? Remember that they are guaranteed for life. For any request for a replacement, repair, or refund, please write to us at the address indicated on your warranty card. Who are we? Located in Valladolid in the French Alps, Vorarlberg Manufacturing are at the cutting edge when it comes to precision mechanics. Our state-of-the-art automatons are renowned throughout Europe and embody both the quality of our work and the respect we show our customers. We think all of our creations must have that extra little something that will make them unique, a genuine extra bit of soul. Wagen and us. Although we, Vorarlberg Manufacturing, pride ourselves on having a close relationship with all of our customers, we maintain an even stronger relationship with Wagen and its people. Why are we so close? During one of his travels, our visionary chief engineer, Hans Vorarlberg, discovered a Wagen that had been devastated by a notoriously terrible fire. Mr. Vorarlberg was moved by the situation, so he made our factories part of the effort to rebuild and mechanize the city, restoring its eternal beauty while propelling it into modernity thanks to the latest automatons from our workshop. Alright.
These were all very interesting readings, but I should get back to writing the letter now, or Mama will get cross.
But I read all of the documents. There's the pen.
Papa's pen. Perfect. Papa is so untidy.
Oh, these are lovely pieces. Alright, let's go write our letter. Ooh, what do you think? Formal or friendly? Probably formal. He's going to be an employer.
Herr Renner, I would like to thank you for...
Don't, Anna, it's too dangerous.
Oh my! What in the name of...
So since you missed the opening, they're Vagarans, which are very clearly an analog to Jews. And we've got the Nazi party, which is, her father calls them the Brown Shadow because they wear brown armbands.
Dana, darling, no, give it to me, please.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
What does it say, Father?
It's nothing, Dana. Nothing but spite.
Will they ever leave us in peace?
Come on, Lena, my dear. Hey, come on. Look at me. Don't let it get you down. Huh?
Read the letter while they're
We'll
distracted.
both end up in Paris with Dana.
Piss off out of here, you filthy...
So they just
Vagarans.
wrote the same thing he yelled at us. Yep, back to the salt mines. Hopefully she finished her letter.
Kate! Come on. We need to get to work now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna leave her to do all the work.
That's it. I'll get started working now. You push the cart closer and come dig next to me, okay? I'm very sorry, love. But we'll have all night long to cry.
Yeah. Like, I get you're devastated and sad, but also, like, you can't just leave her to do all the work herself. You add it to your diary. December 27th, 2004. Just a quick word to let you know that I went back to the mine today to try to buy Miss Walker's freedom with the money you raised with your husband. Unfortunately, though, they refused again. It seems the militia preferred to punish Miss Walker for standing up for the yokel nomads than to receive any money. As if that isn't bad enough, another bribe enabled me to get confirmation of what you and I feared most. Miss Walker apparently broke down on learning about the death of her mother last year. The fact she missed the burial service really cut her up. Even her cellmate can do nothing to bring her out of a deep depression. I fear she will die of grief if we don't quickly find a way of getting her out of that unearthly place. Ooh, the letter was from a year ago. That detective deserves all of the money.
All dented. A fitting metaphor for all of us in here.
Kate, come! I need a hand.
Okay, good.
over
I was
here.
like, but what if there's more stuff to see and I miss something? But no, the game's like, no, seriously, stop it. You have to undo the lock first. Unlock the brakes.
Stuck. Brakes are on. Huh, what a surprise.
Forever on the run.
She's really just tearing herself up about it, huh?
No one to hold her hand. August 23rd, 2003.
This is an interesting section.
You didn't say goodbye. She died. She asked for you. She was scared. You broke her heart. You deserted her. She died asking for
Kate, watch out! Sorry, I didn't see.
Hey, look!
Wait, way to sneak out?
Come on, let's go and see.
Can we sneak out?
That could be our ticket out of here. Let's check it out. Oh my god.
Cool! It's an old train station. Train depot, maybe.
No.
Aww.
Must have got it wrong. Impossible.
Okay, so I can find something to pick that lock. Yeah, this isn't going anywhere.
Where did they come from? Must be something to do with the train.
Is there nothing to look at on it?
Where did they come from? Must be something to do with the train. Wow.
Oh, I hope I
That's
didn't
deep.
miss it.
Can't even see the bottom.
Yeah. And it means the tunnel on the other side is cut off. Must be the way out. I can see the light at the end.
How do we get across that?
I'm sure there's a way. Follow me. I have an idea.
I hope we didn't miss the secondary objective. You can hold down the left click and move your mouse in order to take direct control of your character. The character will then automatically follow the direction you are pointing with your cursor. Ooh. Oh, good. I can still observe the train. Ooh, there's lots more stuff to look at. Good, 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 good.
This cave is reinforced by those old structures. Must have been meant to shelter trains. And for a long time.
Neat. Okay.
More bodies. Looks like they were shot dead while they were eating.
Kate, come!
This carriage is more luxurious than the other ones. Maybe a dignitary's?
Kate, come! I need a hand over here.
Still looks pretty strong.
If we build up enough speed,
That is not moving
we should be
anywhere.
able to use the height difference on the edge of the precipice as a takeoff ramp to get to the tunnel on the other side, and then get to the surface.
Sure, that is if you can get the thing started.
Don't worry about that. Back in the days with my band, I always used to repair our old van on tours.
Okay, but wait a second. First, I want to take a closer look at these bodies and maybe figure out what happened here. They were shot.
In the back.
Same as those over there. Looks like Second World War uniforms.
They belonged to the Brown Shadow, the fascists who triggered the war before they herded up and massacred millions of innocent people.
Full tank of gas. And it looks as if they were headed for the exit tunnel.
It's like they were ready to head out.
Looks like they were in a hurry, judging from their position.
I wonder how a bunch of World War II fascist soldiers ended up here.
How do I inquire
Right.
about the
They
train?
killed them just as they were about to ride out of here.
One thing's for sure, though. We've got to give this motorbike a try.
What? What are you saying? You mean you want to jump over the ravine?
Yeah, she said that earlier.
Exactly. But the keys aren't on the bodies, I checked. They must be somewhere inside the train. You go and find the keys while I take a look at this motor.
Will do. You'll be okay?
Don't worry, love. I'm sure this beauty and I, we're going to become best friends. As far as I can see, the engine looks okay.
But even if it is, I'm still gonna need the ignition key.
Looks like it was caught in a rock slide decades ago. Crazy to think that no one's found it. Until today.
So, the train was supposed to be
There we
hidden
go.
in this cave. But it looks like it all went wrong after the rock slide, when these men were executed.
Okay, cool. I'm glad I didn't miss my secondary
What the
objective.
heck happened here? How in the world did those bodies get here? Let alone the train.
If you get stuck, you can listen to a hint by using the question mark button. Wait for the gauge to be full and click on the button.
Another body. Great. He wore stripes. Must have been the Brown Shadow officer in charge of the train. Shot himself in the head. Awful.
Whoop! Off goes his head. Ooh. Yes. Hold on, I'm gonna check all the other ones.
Nothing interesting here. I don't think I can make any use of that. It's a distinctive symbol of the Brown Shadow fascists. Many countries have banned it. That's just fine by me.
See, they won't use the name, but they're otherwise not subtle at all. Thursday, April 5th, 1944. I will be nothing more than a sack of bones by the time you, whoever you are, read this letter. Every day I have learned to be ever faithful to the fatherland and to carry out my duty in the name of our industrious leader. I would not have wanted it any other way. As per my orders, we have managed to accomplish our mission of securing the train in the agreed place of refuge, hidden away from the enemy hands. However, due to a landslide, we are cut off from the exit tunnel. So we are condemned to remain here forever with the train so that High Command can one day retrieve the secrets it holds. This is a blessing in disguise as the Red Army from the Eastern Front approaches, and we would have most likely been captured anyway. This way, at least, our secret is safe. The troops have become alarmingly disheartened, and so, to save them from betrayal and dishonor in the moment of folly, I have been forced to shoot them. For I have reason to believe that in their desperation, they were planning to try to escape on the motorbike and then run into the enemy to reveal the whereabouts of the train in return for their liberty. I have hidden the ignition key as a matter of form. It now remains for me to do as duty dictates in the name of our leader and our homeland, so that this treasure will remain hidden until High Command is in a posture to retrieve it. Yours, Major Christian Suter. Why would you hide the key? Why wouldn't you just, get rid of it?
So this Brown Shadow officer shot his own men and then killed himself to make sure the train was never found by the Allies.
Yep.
Whatever it holds.
Clearly I put it there, but I want to...
Major Sutel's last drink to give him courage?
Clearly. Whoa, it still works.
Let's search somewhere else. Nothing interesting here. I don't think I can make any use of that.
I'm sure I can.
That must be the shooter.
Wow, that's way bigger than I thought it was. Huh.
Pretty sure the emblem I found should fit somewhere on the desk.
Yeah, I've got it right here. I just don't know what to do with it from there. I thought maybe... Oh, there it goes.
One of the keys is still covered in blood. Must be the one for the motorbike.
But I have the other door I want to open. Let me open the other lock. No. Okay.
It hasn't been started for too long. But leave me to it and I'll see if I can get it going. If I can just get it to kick-start, we might be home free.
Yeah, there's no way the battery would still be fine.
Okay, I'll leave you to it then. I'm gonna go search the train a little more. Maybe I'll find something useful for when we get out of here.
Sure.
The key to the carriage.
Let's go. Oh my God, come on. We're making so much noise without worrying at all about the guards coming to look for us. Nazi treasure.
Kate, your chariot's waiting.
Just a second.
Hey, what are you... Holy crap. Wow. This is worth a fortune. I can't believe it.
This is gonna come in nicely when we're on the road, babe.
A masterpiece.
Hey, it's the same one
The Brown
from...
Shadow must have looted it during World War II.
It's the same one from Dana's house. Dana's father's studio. I don't know if we saw that one.
It must be priceless. Now I understand why the Brown Shadow wanted to hide the train so badly. There's a veritable fortune in loot here.
Yeah. That's the Nazis for you. Uh-oh.
Oh my God. You gotta see this.
Yeah, it's pretty well done. I like the color of the rock face there. Is that what fascinates you?
No, Kate. There! Look! It's right under your nose.
It dates from 1937, apparently, but I can't make out the signature. Cola? Koba or something like that? Anyway, what's so fascinating about it?
You mean you can't see? Take a closer look.
It looks just like you.
Sorry, you'll have to be more specific, Katusha, because I still can't see.
Look again, there. The girl. She's your spitting image.
Well... You really think she looks like me?
Come on. You gotta admit it's incredible, right?
Either way, I suggest you put it away. We better get going.
Yeah, you guys are being super risky. Ooh.
I hate to think what became of the owners of all these stolen objects.
You know what became of the owner of all these stolen objects. Yeah, we looked at this one. Yeah.
You should take another look, Kate. It looks just like you.
Alright, we're good to go.
Come on, Kate. You gotta admit she looks like you. It must be a sign.
Hold it right there, girl.
But I told you guys we're being risky.
All right. You've caught us. But take a look inside this carriage. The train is full of treasure. We can all escape with tons of it. Just look.
Don't move.
Listen to me, Simona. You've always been good to us, so why can't we help each other now? We'll be stronger together.
Sure. You've been nice little prisoners. I have nothing against you personally. But
You can take all of it and just let us go.
keep the treasure for myself.
Yep, just let us go. You can have it all.
I could leave this rotten prison. Nobody will know. I could even say you tried to escape, which wouldn't be a lie, would it?
Simona,
No.
don't.
Don't be dumb.
Don't take it personally.
Don't.
I just need the change of life. I think you can understand where I'm coming from.
You can have all of it. Just let us go. God damn it. I knew we were losing her. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
My sweet Katusha.
Oh, Kate. Poor Kate. Now you're on your own. With a train full of treasure.
It'll be all right, Katusha.
No. Not for me.
Hush, Katusha.
Listen. That girl in the picture would have been so cool to go looking for her together, wouldn't it?
Nothing's changed. I'm still taking you with.
No. You gotta go. You gotta go and find out before the guards come. Find that girl, all right? Kate? Love you. Remember me, Kate. I'll close my eyes.
We're not allowed to have nice things like sassy girlfriends. I love her. She's the only thing that was keeping Kate going for so long. And I bet every single car is just as full of looted goods. Yep. Time to get out of here as quickly as possible.
Goodbye, sweet Katusha.
Bye, Katusha. Freedom! Get out of the mine! Goodbye, my love. Go, 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 go! Let's just keep punching this girl while she's down, huh? Muellerwagen. And it's got the same symbol as the music box from our mother. She's clearly our grandmother or great-grandmother or something. Oh good, she took the sidecar off. Because when she did the jump, I was like, unbolt the sidecar! Little Poland, Hungary, Transylvania, Serbia. Yeah. Again, what a fun, like, start. About 1 year later. Took you a year to get here? Is the whole place deserted?
Miss Walker?
Oh.
Miss
Poorly
Walker?
taken care of, I guess.
Ah, there you are.
Oh, she's growing her hair out.
Please excuse me, Frau Wagner. I was trying to decipher this. Is everything okay?
I found these for you. They might help you find that Müller shop you asked about.
Thank you, Frau Wagner. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome, dear. I'll be at the reception desk if you need anything else.
She's got his heart around her, on a chain around her neck. That's cute. Throughout the adventure, your objectives will be logged in the diary. You can open it by pressing the diary button. Yeah, I already know that. Thank you. Yeah, okay. December 30th, 2004. It is her good luck charm, yeah. Dear Mrs. Foster, it is with great pleasure that I am able to inform you that Miss Walker has escaped from the mine. Sadly, however, according to the guards, her cellmate did not survive the breakout. That makes one more death for the fugitive to mourn. She apparently headed west toward an unknown destination. Maybe she's headed for an airport? Who knows? The plane ticket that you sent with the letter might have had the desired effect. After all, there aren't any more castles in the sky for Kate Walker to go searching for, are there? Yeah, there are. I found it. Oh, she's got the beast. Okay, you should get a Spinanoka. Aww. November 7, 2005. Dear Mrs. Foster, thanks for the information on your last letter. In your last letter, it should allow me to get back on track. If Miss Walker was last seen in Vagen, then Vagen is where I'm headed. So we're probably gonna run into Nick sometime.
Right. Guess I'd better start looking for shops called Müller that are likely to sell art supplies. What about this one?
There's so many Mueller on this page. It's hilarious.
I'm pretty sure that's not the one.
Hatter. Pharmacy and medicine. General store. Food, birds, and care. Clockworks? Maybe. Probably not. Chocolates and toffees. Could be antiques dealers. No shoes. Probably not Clockworks. Do I have to... Maybe I have to roll it out.
Right. Guess I'd better start looking for shops called Muller that are likely to sell art supplies.
It still could be that one. I think I did something wrong.
I get the impression I've seen that before someplace.
What, the way the light switch works?
It's very calm here. Still haven't bumped into any guests since I arrived yesterday. And that suits me fine.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Now I get why they call this part of town the Flower District.
Ooh, maybe I can look them up. Look at this old-ass computer.
There must be 3 years worth of emails I haven't read here. Better do some cleaning up.
Not gonna answer any of them?
That's better.
You crazy lady. Katyusha.
I wish you could be here with me now, Katyusha.
Fallen Idol goes
We would have found
missing.
the shop together.
I know, right? Just delete her entire email. You've been missing for 3 years. Just delete it all. Don't answer any of them. Katerina Spiridonova, the one-time idol of Soviet's youth, is reported missing. The child prodigy, also known as Katyusha, joined the prestigious Soviet choral at an early age. Many were her fellow country folk who shed a tear on hearing her performance on state radio of the famous song that gave her her nickname, Katyusha. The homonym owes nothing to chance. Indeed, Katyusha's parents, devoted party officials, had planned out her life with the goal of making her the epitome of the model citizen. But on reaching adolescence, Katyusha began to rebel, moving from one more or less radical libertarian group to another. Katyusha ended up supporting every struggle against the established order. She militated for the rights of women, homosexuals, and every oppressed minority in general. Good for her. A defiance took shape in the early 2000s when Katyusha co-founded a punk group. Their provocative lyrics and parody of cabaret and patriotic songs began finding an echo in circles with a liberal tendency in the West. It would seem that the young woman disappeared in mysterious circumstances a few nights ago after a concert when driving an old van belonging to the band on a country road. The wreck of the vehicle was found at the bottom of a river. However, one police source confirms that Katyusha's body has not been found, but that all the evidence suggests that her body has been carried away by the river. This has been contested by the other members of Katyusha's band. The young women claim their leader's disappearance was mandated by their political enemies to reduce their friend to silence. There is nothing, however, to support this conspiracy theory. But they were right!
Oh my God, Mom was buried months ago.
August 25th, 2003. Sarah Walker, following a long illness, sadly passed away at the age of 65 on August 23rd, 2003. Involved in the field of culture, especially in opera, and much loved by her neighbor and friends, she leaves behind her happy memories to all who knew her. Sarah was also the mother of a brilliant lawyer, Kate Walker, who has not been seen since she left for Europe over a year ago. We're a lawyer. Fascinating. The burial of Sarah has been postponed by 1 week to give extra time for the news to reach her daughter. It is hoped that Miss Walker will be able to come home to say a last farewell to her mother. Olivia Foster, a long-standing friend of the family, invites all those who would like to pay their last respects to Sarah Walker to attend the religious service at 2 p.m. on August 28th. Olivia and her husband Dan would like to thank everyone who joins them in their grief, as well as Frank Malkovich and the staff at Mount Sinai Hospital. The Brown Shadow is a term used to designate the wave of National Socialism that swept across Europe in the first half of the 20th century. It first came to light in the 1920s in Central Europe. It rose to power in the 1930s and subsequently won over the rest of Europe, so triggering the Second World War. In addition to civil and military victims of the ensuing conflict, the racist ideology of the Brown Shadow is responsible for genocides that led to the systematic and organized death of millions of people. These genocides were carried out in a systematic and relentless manner until the liberation of the victims by Allied forces. She fucking hunts and pecks with pointer fingers. No. Vagen Osterthal. Vagen is the capital of Osterthal, a small country in Central Europe with a population of 9 million people. The city is built along the banks of the river Dombre, the third largest in Europe, and is bordered by the Alps that separated it from Switzerland. As the fourth largest German-speaking city in the world, Vagen is renowned for its history, with its origins dating back to the 6th century, and for its architecture largely influenced by the Art Nouveau movement. Devastated by a fire at the beginning of the 20th century, Vagen became largely mechanized during its subsequent reconstruction. It since offers numerous curiosities that have fascinated generations of travelers and tourists. Its population, estimated today to be at 1.5 million inhabitants, was subject to a marked decrease during the Second World War. Vagen, like the rest of Osterthal, was annexed by the fascists of the Brown Shadow. These fascists generalized persecutions against a significant local Vagarian community, until the community was wiped out during the genocide set up throughout Europe during the following years. The number of Vagarian victims from Vagen is estimated at over 100,000 people.
Too many results to trawl through with a computer. Better off using the documents Frau Wagner brought me first.
Oh, wait. Forward. The Iron Taiga refers to a region of Eastern Europe that has remained largely wild. It is mostly known for having been a defense line of the USSR during the Cold War. Soviet forces deployed a large amount of heavy military equipment in the region for the prevention of an eventual attack from the forces of NATO. Much of this equipment was abandoned on the collapse of the Soviet Union and left to rust or to be recycled by scrap metal and arms dealers. The region is rich in salt and includes a number of industrial hamlets that emerged with the expansion of mining. The activity was subject to a strong decline during the perestroika or Reconstruction era, when the Soviet industrial fabric was sold piece by piece to the private sector. Some mines remained open but became the theater of shady operations linked to organized crime and identity splinter groups. Yeah, like the fucking salt mines we were in. Alright, we used the internet. I think there was, but it will only let me click once on the table, not at the map directly. The discovery of a clandestine salt mine in the Iron Taiga region has both shocked the campaigners of human rights and rocked the art world. It is reported that police descended on the illegal underground enterprise following a tip-off from a former slave. Hey, it was us. But slave labor was not the only surprise the police had in store. In one of the caverns, they discovered a steam engine with several wagons full of prized wartime spoils. The missing masterpieces and other precious objects of art are said to have been stolen by the Brown Shadow during World War II. The find is estimated to be worth several $100 million. Police Chief Victor Polinsky said the operators and the jailers have been detained and the mine has been dismantled. The slaves have been identified and, after a short period of hospitalization, will be released to their next of kin. According to one hospital source, many slaves have been reported that they have not been mining salt as was previously understood, but ivory and strange artifacts. The police have not yet commented on these reports, only stating that the investigation is ongoing. With regards to the stolen art, Polinsky added, once our team of art experts has listed and identified the stolen objects, the difficult task will be to return them to their rightful owners. However, Chief Polinsky and his team might not have to look very far for the owners of many of the items. The authorities have already received hundreds of calls from people around the world claiming to hold proof of stolen family heirlooms and artwork. Yeah, see, I can't click on that specifically. I'll go back to the book in a second. I want to go to explore downstairs really quick.
Oh, hi, dear.
There's no point drumming on the blasted door. I'm on the telephone.
Nothing to look at over here.
So, Miss Walker, were the documents of any help to you?
To tell you the truth, I haven't had time to look at them yet. But thank you so much for digging them out for me. I'm sure they'll be a great help.
Good. Let me know if there's anything else I can help you with.
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions about your guest house, Frau Wagner?
Oh, I'd be delighted. What would you like to know?
Things seem to be quiet today.
Oh, there's never many guests at this time of year.
Actually, is she a guest too?
Oh, yes. She arrived earlier. An elderly English lady. A former military officer, if I understood correctly. They say she's come on some rather unpleasant business. A burial, from what I can gather. Yes, Miss Walker. And she hasn't let go of the telephone since she got here.
The room's just
maybe.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
There's no need to thank
Yeah,
me,
I'll go
Miss
back
Walker.
up in a second and
It's
try
my
it again.
job to make sure my guests are comfortable. And it's not every day we get a young American lady on a motorbike in the middle of the night looking for a mysterious shop. It makes me feel like I'm in a detective novel.
I'd love to know more about you, Frau Wagner.
Oh, there's not much to tell, really.
These voice lines were very
Nothing
clearly
would
not
change the course of history.
recorded in like a same studio, because
But I'm sure you've had an
hers has got a weird like echo to
Well,
it,
I was born just
or
after the war
flatness.
in
I'm not
Vagen,
sure how
and
to
I've
describe
never
it.
left. I opened this place and ran it with my husband until he died a few years ago.
I'm sorry to hear that.
You see, nothing to write home
Like the main
about.
character has a weird like
Then
flatness to
again,
her
we were
voice.
never ones for excitement, really. But we were happy, my husband and I.
I have a few questions about Vagen.
Good. Because if you'd asked me about the latest scientific discovery, I'd have to say pass. But if it's about Vagen, then you've come to the right person, my dear.
To be honest, I haven't had much time to find out about Vagen and the surrounding area. What is it I should know?
For one, Vagen is very old, renowned for its charm and culture. As for the surrounding area, it attracts mountain lovers mostly.
It's
it being
very
so near to
pretty.
the Swiss Alps, of course. The banks of the Dombra, the longest river in the country, are the delight of summer vacationers.
What can you tell me about the district?
Well, it's one of the oldest districts in Vagen, traditionally working class. Myself and a few of the other relics who live here do try to keep
Yeah,
it from modernization.
that would make
and
sense to
mass
me.
tourism as best as we
But
can.
it was recorded during
Other districts
pandemic.
haven't been so careful, and the locals have been forced to leave their district because of rising rent prices.
My, quest here is closely linked to the region of Vagen. Could you tell me a little bit about its history?
I'd be glad to.
The woman I'm looking for must have been about 18 in 1937. Was this an important date in the history of Vagen?
Not that I know of, no. But I'm not much of a historian.
I mean, it
I
was the
wasn't
cusp of the
born then.
war.
All I know is that the Troubles came the following years, with the Second World War. So that year must have been a boom year for fascist ideology, when the Brown Shadow was still just another party vying for power by preaching hate.
I found out about the woman I'm looking for thanks to a painting that must have been pillaged by the Brown Shadow during World War II.
Doesn't surprise me. Wagen, and by extension all of Ostertal, was annexed and occupied by the fascists just before the war. They sacked, stole, and pillaged everything they could, just like they did in the rest of occupied Europe.
Nothing else comes to mind for the moment. Thank you for your time.
Well, feel free to come back and ask if you have any more questions.
Will do. Alright, let's try this again. Yeah, this is as far as I can look. Well, let me go any farther over.
I get the feeling there's just a handful of Mullers where I can potentially get information about the painting.
Pawnbroker painting. This one. Check 3 shops. Okay. That helps. Okay, what's the other one that it might be? Clockworks, maybe? Chocolates and toffees, food, general store, Hatter, pharmacy, bicycles, gourmet.
Looks like I'm almost there. I just need to check one of my choices. Something doesn't feel right.
Okay, so maybe not this one. Maybe the general store?
These
Or
three
the
make
Hatter.
up a good basis to work from. Let's see if I
Yeah,
can
general
rule out
store,
a
you're right.
couple using the map.
Hey! Okay. Find the 3 shops on the map. Gosh. This is overwhelming. Find the 3 shops on the map.
Huh. Maybe the painting case came from this shop.
That's an inn.
District where the guest house is situated. Pity none of the shops are near here.
Yeah. I can't tell what I'm doing.
I'm pretty sure about one of my choices, but I bet I'm wrong about the other ones.
Okay. I can't tell.
2 of my choices don't feel right.
Or the addresses in the directory, maybe. D3, C4, and E5. Okay. D3, so one of them is here. C4 and E5.
Okay.
There we go.
So these 3 shops are the most likely to have sold the painting case. I need to pick the right one now.
I feel like the
antique shop from the phone book is located in this district. Looks like it's full of similar stores. The district seems like it's changed a lot since when the phone book came out. Looks like the pawnbroker I found is no longer in business. An industrial estate. Difficult to imagine an art supply shop could have prospered here.
So we're gonna go to
The shop
this
I
one.
found in the phone book must be a hardware store or something similar.
That's awesome. I was wondering if Vaughan was a real place.
This antique shop is probably
Nice
my
touch.
best shot. Better hang on to the address.
The page I tore out of the phone book at the guest house. It indicates that the Mueller and Son shop can be found in the Antiques district of Vaughan. I don't know if she's going to be happy about us tearing
Just need to
pages
get the
out of her
painting
phone
from
book.
my room, and I can go and show it to the antique dealer.
Fixate for the game, solid. But still, nice touch.
Hans. According to this flyer, he came to Vaughan during one of his trips.
Osterthal, 1919. Osterthal is formed from the dividing up of several states after their defeat during the Great War. Vaughan becomes its capital in a difficult economic climate. 1933, as the Great Depression from the United States reaches its height in Europe, the situation becomes critical in Vaughan with an unemployment rate exceeding 25%. 1934, Vaughan owes its salvation to a strange French inventor by the name of Hans Vorarlberg. This young man, on passing through the town on one of his numerous trips to the east, stayed in Vaughan to mechanize the entire city, which was destroyed by fire, so creating thousands of jobs that boosted the stagnant economy before he disappeared as he had appeared. We owe him notably the town jewel, the musical square. 1938, after years of growth, brown shadow fascists annexed Vaughan. There followed a night of murderous raids against the Vagrant people. 1945, after years of fascist occupation, Vaughan is finally liberated by the Allied forces consisting of Soviet, American, British, and French troops. A victory greatly facilitated by the local network of resistance fighters. 1955, after a decade of being administered by Allied forces, Vaughan, and by extension Osterthal, recovers its full sovereignty and begins to transform its local economy. 1995, Osterthal becomes a member of the European Union. Good for them. Are they all the same? Yeah. Oop. World War II Remembrance Tour of Vaughan. As a tribute to the thousands of vagrants deported or killed by the Brown Shadow during World War II, this Remembrance Tour will take you to the major locations where wartime horrors took place. We hope you will leave time for some silence as you stroll along this moving walk through history. It will take you to the following locations. The Bridge of Mists, the district that suffered the most from the terrible anti-Vagrant raids in 1938. Remembrance Lane in the musician district, where vagrants from the ghetto were cold-bloodedly executed along with those who tried to protect them. And finally, the Central train station, where thousands of innocent people were loaded onto the train of death. We will remember them. The musical square. These are highlights in Vaughan. Currently under renovation, the must-see destination of Vaughan. No one can say they have visited the town if they have not at least seen one of the incredible mechanical concerts. 2. The Central Station, where whether you arrive or leave from this station, one thing is for sure, its typical architecture is a landmark in its own right. 3. The Antiques District, a destination not to be missed. This district is full of surprises on every corner, just waiting to be picked up by the knowing bargain hunter. 4. The Bridge of Mists, an idyllic view of the Dombra, unique architecture, and numerous traditional shops featuring local crafts. This historical monument is not to be missed. Okay.
I hope it'll be just as calm when I get back. Wouldn't mind some alone time by the fire. Hope it still works.
Oh, this is the same little statue that Donna's family has on their shop wall.
That's not my room. Better not go in.
I understand why Wagners call their town the heart of Europe. It's literally in the center of it. Wagen is surrounded by the Alps. Switzerland is right on the other side. That's Germany over there. I wonder how far Barockstadt University is from here. I think that's Frau Wagner's room.
Her room isn't the one right there behind the desk. I feel like that's normally where the innkeeper's room is. Musical square painting.
The meager amount I've managed to save since I escaped from the mine. Katyusha's punk group. Would love to have seen them. Perfect. I just need to take this painting to the antique shop I found earlier. Maybe Frau Wagner can tell me how to get there.
Painted in 1937. The signature is quite hard to decipher. Looks like it starts with a K. Letter from Olivia.
Olivia sent me a plane ticket for New York. What if... No, forget it.
You probably should go back at some point.
I'll find her, Katyusha. Just like I promised. And we'll find out who she is. Or was.
Painting was hidden in Major Soldier's train. Painted near a mountain. Loaded by the brown shadow. The painting was made in 1937 in Wagen. Can't decipher the painter's signature. The young woman on it, who is she? Iron Taiga. 1944, the train got caught in a rock slide. Iron Taiga, 2004. I found Major Sutter's train with Katyusha. The painting was made in 1937. It was stored in a music case. The painting case mentions a Mueller shop in Wagen. 2005 Wagen. I need to find this Mueller shop. Yeah, that's his letter.
Nice. It seems like a lifetime since I enjoyed some good old-fashioned comfort.
This does look like a comfy place.
Room
Oh,
might
that
not be
window's
as cozy
gorgeous.
as a you call yurt, but it's sure more spacious.
Girl, you've been through a lot.
How strange to be here in Wagen. After months of roaming from east to west on a motorbike, after taking odd jobs here and there to build up a little nest egg to finance this trip, and to be able to stay in this guest house for a time. Lucky Frau Wagner let me in despite my appearance when I arrived, with my meager means. The days when Marson and Lormont paid for my travel expenses seems far away now. It's like they were someone else's memories, fading away with passing time. Guess I've changed. Since the death of Mom and Katyusha, pursuing my hypothetical double on the painting turned out to be too tempting. Comforting, even. In any case, I promised Katyusha I would find her.
Welcome back. Alright, let's head out. Do what we're supposed to be doing. No need to lock the door behind you or anything. Ooh, bread. I want some.
Was there anything else, Miss Walker?
Apparently the shop I'm looking for is located in Vaughan's Antiques District. Could you tell me how to get there from the guest
You
house?
get their new shoe rack.
Your
Nice.
best bet is to take the tram, miss. The town centre is almost entirely pedestrian, and your motorbike won't be of any use there. You'll find the nearest tram stop at the top of the stairs, to your right as you go out of the guest house.
Nothing else comes to mind for the moment. Thank you for your time.
Well, feel free to come back and ask if you have any more questions.
Doesn't matter. Shoe racks are still fun.
Have a nice day, Miss Walker.
Thank you.
The Dombre Guest House. According to what I've read, the Dombre is the longest river in Ostertal and runs through Vaughan.
Very cute.
Pity Vaughan is practically all pedestrian. After all those months on the road, I've gotten kind of fond of that old
I am
bike.
astounded that that bike is still functional. What if I come down? Will it let me? It will. 6 years, yeah. Around then.
This district is just so beautiful.
Yeah. Could you imagine living in a place with this many flowers?
Must be the botanical gardens. Too bad it's closed.
Aww. Okay, now we'll go where we're supposed to go. God, right? Oh. Walkable communities. The real fantasy in America. Wait, hold on a second. Is there anything over here? No. Okay. Okay. Hold on, let me check out down the street if I can. Nope, cannot get past these gents. So it just leaves their garbage bucket in the middle of the road. Middle of the sidewalk. Okay.
Ah, there's the famous Vaughan tramway. I'd better take a look at the map to see which line to take for the Antiques District.
First clue, leave the flower district. There are a lot of stairs. They're not kidding when it's a walkable community. Not very ADA friendly. Which I feel like is true for a lot of historic communities in Europe. That's still cool as hell. They have kept him in great shape over the years, because he looks the same as he did for Donna.
Have you heard what the Thor uncovered up in the mountain?
At Devil's Pass, you mean? I did hear something of it before coming out. What's the latest then?
They reckon they found remains dating back to World War II, when Alpine resistance networks led refugees across into Switzerland. Nasty times were those.
Yes, not the best times in our history, were they?
Why does everybody have that particular British accent as the locals of Vargan? Don't think about it. Don't worry about it. Just enjoy the game. I'm glad you're right there with me. The addition of neon is so interesting in this setting. We added new notes were added to your diary. She apparently doesn't bond with anyone and never divulges her motivations. Yeah, no. I can hardly believe I've been searching high and low for almost a year now, from East to Central Europe, to pick up Miss Walker's trail. She seems to have kept away from the main highways and cities, but there have been a number of sightings from country people and misfits. They mostly speak of a mysterious foreigner of few words. Apparently her only goal is to make her way westward, crisscrossing minor roads on her old motorbike, only pausing for short breaks or to do odd jobs to pay for her next tank of gas. She apparently doesn't bond with anyone and never divulges her motivations. The witnesses unanimously confer that she spends moments of her rest listening to her mother's music box you sent her and contemplating some strange painting. Painting? A painting? Vaughan, November 27th, 2005. Dear Mrs. Foster, I have arrived in Vaughan, Ostertal, where I have been able to quickly pick up Miss Walker's trail. She was staying for a while in a local guest house, but had already left by the time I arrived. Wait. Are these after the fact? Because we're still here. It is not going to be easy to find out if she has left the town or moved to another address. The guest house owner, a certain Frau Wagner, seems to hold her in very high esteem and has categorically refused to help me. It was all I could do to get Frau Wagner to tell me that Miss Walker went to the antiques district on her first day in the city. I shall have to follow Kate's footsteps in order to reconstitute her trials and tribulations in Vaughan. Never mind, though. After all, it's been my routine for almost the last 3 years now. It's so interesting that we get these notes before we've done those things. Like, we haven't left Vaughan yet.
Typical of the town, judging from what I've seen so far of the architecture here.
Yes, it's very cute. Further surprising finds in clandestine salt mine. Investigations into the clandestine mine discovered the Iron Tag region after a tip-off have taken a surprising turn. We previously reported the incredible discovery of a brown shadow treasure train in the salt mine, along with a slave labor force housed in rudimentary underground cells. Police investigators have now unearthed a collection of invaluable artifacts along with a store of mammoth ivory deemed of major significance by anthropologists around the world. Experts hope that carbon dating will confirm they are from Neolithic times, in which case these finds will prove the existence of a mystical East European empire corresponding to Great Russia. Furthermore, it has been confirmed that the laborers used to dig out the invaluable artifacts were abducted by an Eastern European fascist militia. These militia thus provided the owners with a constant supply of slaves. During a press conference, Chief Inspector Viktor Polinsky said these astonishing finds confirm accounts from forced workers that the criminal excavation venture was set up following the permafrost thaw. The permafrost, thought to have been in existence for 6,000 years, has been slowly melting due to the effects of global warming. To what end the owners were intent on excavating the invaluable artifacts and resources is not yet known. Talk to you, huh? There's another one of those same statues.
An antique shop, but not the one I'm looking for.
Carl's Antiques and Curiosities.
Miller's? Oh, straight ahead, Fraulein. You can't miss it.
Thanks. I know none of these are the right antique shop. I just like looking at the other stuff. I love all the models they put in this game.
No, that isn't the antique shop I'm looking for.
I'm aware, but I like looking at it. There's someone back here to talk to.
Hello?
Hello.
Please refrain from touching the merchandise.
Müller und Söhne? It's just over there, on the next corner.
Wait, let's go up for. Hey, why'd you come over here?
That reminds me of the Souk of the Ukels. I really miss not traveling with them sometimes. Even Simon Steiner wouldn't have done any better. I hope he and his granddaughter are okay.
What an authentic district. Brings up memories, too. But I should focus on the Muller shop now.
I don't even know what secondary objective we got, but we achieved it, so yay.
Müller und Söhne. Mother and son. This must be the place.
Uh-oh, what does the note on the door say?
I thought as much. So, Hans was here in Wagen after all. That hallmark on that sphere proves it. I wonder what that automaton was used for. I have to get a closer look. Well,
She speaks of
that is
Hans
if someone
very
lets me in.
casually. Like, do you know him?
Inventory day. Ring 3 times for urgent matters.
Maybe you could just come back tomorrow. It's not that urgent.
You rang?
Yes.
You rang.
Sorry to bother you.
I want to look. It's a pseudo barber.
I should talk to the antique dealer. I can always browse later.
Yeah.
I was in the middle of an inventory. Is it urgent?
No, I could come back tomorrow.
Hello. I mean, guten Tag. Herr Müller?
Guten Tag, Fräulein. I am stock-taking, if you will.
Oh, sorry to disturb you, but if you don't mind, I'd like to show you a painting.
A painting?
Yes, of someone I'm looking for. A girl who apparently looked like me.
Well, I'm rather busy. But all right. Show me.
You see? It has the name of your shop on it.
Yes, the label certainly comes from here. It's very old, though.
It's the only clue I have as to the whereabouts of the girl.
I see.
My guess is, whoever owned the painting must have been a client of the shop before the painting was stolen by the Brown Shadow during the Second World War.
That's all very possible. That was when the shop sold materials for artists. As you can see, we don't sell that type of article anymore. Do you mind if I take a look?
Be my guest. I've been told I look like the model in the painting. A slight exaggeration, no doubt. But is there any chance that you know who she could have been?
There's no exaggeration, Fräulein. Indeed, she does look like you. But I'm sorry, I've never seen her before.
Do you know anything about the artist?
Well, I'd say the style is close to the naturalist school, which makes sense given the date on it. The signature is very faint.
What self-respecting antiquarian is gonna like touch the painting with ungloved hands?
How could the case have come from your shop?
Going by the date, the painting must have been done in my grandfather's day. Back then, the shop sold materials for art, and this type of case would have been used to protect a painting, or to carry documents, a manuscript, or even sheet music. Apart from that, there's not much else I can tell you.
Pity.
Thanks for being absolutely no help.
I can tell you where it was painted, though, if it's any help.
Oh?
Yes, I'm certain. That's the refuge at the Silberspiegel. You can make out the mountain circus in the background. It overlooks Wagen and leads to the Swiss border.
Right.
You can get there by the tramway. Just head southeast and get off at the end of the line.
Thank you. You've been very helpful.
Mind you, there's quite a hike from the station to the refuge.
Oh, I'll manage.
Anything else, Fräulein?
Actually, there is. I noticed an object in your window there. A strange metal sphere which might work with an automaton mechanical heart I have.
Yes, it's an authentic Vorarlberg.
Do you mind if I try it?
No, not at all. Let me get it for you.
We're gonna have a little buddy now?
Here you go.
Thanks. It moved. Maybe it can be opened. It moved. Maybe it can be opened.
there's 2 combinations. Ooh.
A Vorarlberg key.
Excellent. Two nine three six 293670. Help me remember that. 293670.
Hans's logo. Something's obstructing it. Looks like there's something underneath its scales. Looks like there's something underneath its scales.
2.
Wrong one.
Okay, so maybe a 2 here.
Start over.
And then 9. This doesn't have a 3 on it. 2 9 3 6 7 0. Yay! Perfect.
That doesn't work.
Yay! Goes right back up again.
Fascinating.
Hi, buddy. Thumbnail.
Oscar, can you hear me?
Hello, Kate Walker.
Hi, buddy.
Oscar, I'm so glad you're back among the living.
Delighted to see you too, Kate Walker. But I seem to have an internal management issue. This host body's instincts seem to be at odds with me, and...
Oscar, is everything all right? Oscar? Oscar, come back!
Oh dear, I can't control myself. Help, please, Kate Walker. Help me.
Oscar, where are you
Sorry,
going?
I stole your thing without paying for it.
Kate Walker, it's taking me away.
Oscar, wait, come back!
I am out of control, Kate Walker. Help. Hey, what the? Kate Walker, help!
Oscar, wait!
That thing is crazy.
I think it's all the way down there.
Talk to me, Oscar! Have you seen an automaton? Like a small animal.
Oh, I sure did. The little bugger just rushed inside this coffer.
Well, do you have the key?
Oh, I have plenty on my stall. Please feel free to find the right one, and then get the hell out of here with that pet of yours.
I guess it could open the coffer. Well, this one could work with the coffer. I guess.
Are there any more? Ding. Ah, I bet it's gonna be this one.
Could be this one. Or another. Oh, come on, there must be a way to see which key is the right one for the coffer. Could be this one. Or another. Oh, come on, there must be a way to see which key is the right one for the coffer.
Oops.
I warn you, you'll have to pay for the damage of that.
Okay, none of those.
I need to find the key that opens this coffer. Well, do you have the key?
Oh, I have plenty on my stall. Please feel free to find the right one, and then get the...
Hang on, Oscar. Just stay where you are, okay?
That shouldn't be a problem given the situation, Kate Walker. But please hurry. This host body's instincts are fighting me for control.
Uh-oh. That's everything down here. I can't seem to move anything else. I thought I got everything up here. Huh. I'm confused. Normally I try to like open books and move stuff out of the way, but I can't click on anything else. Oh. Hey.
That one could be as good as any.
It's got all these hearts on it.
This is the one.
Oh, come on. Turn. Come on. I don't have enough desk space. There we go.
There you... Oscar! No! Don't! Oscar! Don't move! There you are!
My apologies, Kate Walker, but it seems I am unable to take over this body's instincts. It won't budge.
Hang in there, Oscar. I'll find something to force it out. I mean, you out. Whatever. You know what I mean.
Hey, teddy bear. That's cute. Well, I don't seem to be able to click on anything here. That's weird. Well, I don't seem to be able to click on anything. Do I have to, like, leave this area into... Oh, broom.
No, I can't use that. Hey, wait a second.
Kate Walker, what are you...
Sorry, Oscar. It's all I could come up with. You need to fight it, Oscar.
That laugh. Catch him! No! Stop him! There he is.
Fight it, Oscar.
But I can't!
You can do it, Oscar. I know you can. He's trapped in a dead end. I got him now.
All these people are just like, what the hell is happening?
Oscar, what are you doing?
I am unable to control the beast's infernal instinct. Help me, Kate Walker.
Okay, calm down. Good boy. Nice and easy. Atta boy. Come here. Who's my boy? Come here now. Oh, he's such a good boy. Come on. Who wants a treat? If you come now, I'll give you a treat. Come here now. Oscar! Oscar, don't! Oscar! Oscar, please! Come back! I need you!
Oh no! That's so sad. Only option I have is to give up because it just keeps cycling between these two shots. That's so sad. He'll come back. Now you should probably go pay for that.
What the hell was that beast?
It's a automaton, don't worry about it.
No, not again. Not Oscar. Oh, darn it. Why do I have to lose everyone I love?
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't want to go up. I want to go that way. That way, that way. That way. Go into shop, please. That's so sad.
So, couldn't you catch it?
No, sorry. I lost your Vorarlberg sphere.
Oh, forget it. Nobody wanted it anyway.
Aw.
And it was taking up window space. Automatons don't fascinate people like they used to.
These people are crazy because
I
they're
imagine
still
you're
awesome
the
as
only
hell.
one who will notice it's gone.
It's a terrible loss indeed. More than I could say. But thanks for all your help anyway.
You are very welcome. Good day to you, Fraulein.
Thank you, Helmut.
Oh.
I'm off to the mountain
That was nice
rescue
of him.
you told me about. Good day. Come on, Kate. Herr Muller gave you all the pieces of information you needed. And Oscar must be long gone now. Better move on to the tram.
What the hell is my broom doing here?
Yeah.
The damn thing is on the loose, huh? I say, how curious.
Listen. No, keep going that way. Yeah, I'll probably wrap up soon. I'm waiting for like a chapter end or something. Leave the antiques district. Gosh, that bridge is so pretty. Could you imagine living in that house right there above the water mill? Yeah, we are here in autumn, and he followed us in November. Around it rotates to go back down the mountain. Uh-oh. Someone's watching us. Dun dun dun! I shall just have to follow Kate's footsteps in order to reconstitute her trials and tribulations in Vagen. Never mind, though, after all, it's been my routine for almost the last 3 years now. November 28, 2005. Dear Mrs. Foster, according to my latest information, Kate Walker has lost that automaton of hers she calls Oscar. By all accounts, it happened during her visit to the Mueller antique shop. Given that she's also now mourning her mother and her co-inmate, I'm beginning to wonder if Miss Walker brought some kind of curse upon herself when she fled with the late Monsieur Vorarlberg nearly 3 years ago. She fled with him? Might seem a bit far-fetched, but there's a term I once heard at a conference by my favorite crime writer, and it keeps popping into my head whenever I think of Kate Walker. In a word, hubris. Describes the arrogance and excessive pride of a person that leads them to disregard the divinely fixed limits, and by seeking to avoid a tragic destiny, the person ends up by provoking it. I guess it's like a cruel twist of fate, like that which seems to be striking Kate Walker. She fled her old life, and yet, after all these misfortunes, her old life must seem more present and full of regrets than ever. She wished me. But anyway, Miss Walker is still on her unlikely quest to find the woman in the picture she found in that mine. My guess is she's thrown herself into this new quest to escape from her grief. Herr Mueller from the antique shop told me he sent Miss Walker to the Spielersberg refuge in the mountains near Vagen. I'll be heading out there as soon as I can. Miss Walker only has a few days head start. She may well still be there by the time I arrive.
Not exactly welcoming. The refuge must have been a popular destination for vacationers. Ah, how nice. Thanks, but no thanks.
So we're totally gonna end up climbing, right?
Hardly surprising.
Hold on, let me go the other way real quick. Okay, nothing else here. An introspection spot. God, it's so lovely up here. That window is cool as hell.
It's so beautiful, so calm. But what am I doing here? Well, they say bad things come in threes. First Mother's death, then poor Katusha, and now Oscar. I can't believe I've lost him again. Am I doomed or what? Thank goodness I've still got the girl in the painting. Something to hang my hopes on. But maybe I'm just kidding myself. And why me? Why not Katusha? Why did she have to die? It's like this painting has chosen me. Oh, it's a beautiful place. Don't know what I expect to find here, though. Yet somehow it feels right. Can't say why. I mean, why am I so sure this mountain refuge has anything to do with the painting?
I mean, you were told it has something to do with the painting.
Maybe I'm just a hopeless optimist. Or a lost dreamer. I guess there's only one way to find out.
Onwards and upwards.
Herr Müller was right. It's quite a walk to the refuge.
7.5 kilometers.
The sooner I head out, the sooner I
God
get
damn.
there.
What kind of refuge has the closest tram station miles away? Guess at least it's not winter. Thank you for making me not click and point that entire 7.3. Admire the view before you set off again.
Bit too close to the edge, if you ask me. I should find a safer spot. Wow, what a fantastic view. I should try and find a better spot to admire it from. That is stunning. If what I read about the region is true, Switzerland should be nearby, on the other side of those mountains. Oh, man. I guess that's the refuge, way over there. Oh well, better get going. Oh, man. I guess that's the refuge, way over there. Oh well, better get going.
I don't see anything else to click on here. Yep, good.
I better be careful here.
Uh-oh.
Too many fallen trees and wobbly rocks for my liking.
Someone is following
What
us.
was that?
Oh, spooky. There's a bunny. That bunny let us get so close.
Looks like all sorts of wild animals live in these mountains. Hiking tips? Thanks, but I think I'm starting to get the hang of it.
Hiking tips. Plan your trip and inform others about the route you have chosen. Adapt the planned routes according to your ability and weather conditions. Pay attention to weather and avalanche warnings even on short trips. Be equipped so you can help yourself and others. Choose safe routes. Know how to recognize avalanche terrain and unsafe ice. Use a map and a compass. Always make sure you know where you are. Don't be ashamed to turn back. Save your energy and seek shelter if you feel weak or tired. Make sure you are able to get back to the nearest shelter at all times. Greet other hikers. If you want to greet like the locals do, you would say Grüezi in Swiss German, Guten Tag in German, Bonjour in France, or Bonjour, at that spelling, Buongiorno in Italian, depending on the region you're hiking in. Okay.
Now, what do we have here?
Yay.
In memory of all mountain resistance fighters. It doesn't look old at all.
No, it is still smoldering.
Too bad I can't take a break. That would have been a nice place to sit for a minute. Too bad I can't take a break. That would have been a nice place to sit for a minute.
I love waterfalls, but they are really loud. So this is accurate. We're getting into the snow now. Which again, accurate when you get high enough in the mountains.
That was one heck of a walk.
Yeah, 7.5 kilometers, girl.
Oh, come on. A ladder now?
This is absurd.
Okay, let's just do this.
Specifically because you said you didn't want to do the mountain climbing.
Pretty sure there must be another way.
Well, too late now. Finish getting up before you breathe a sigh of relief.
Finally. Oh. That must provide energy to the refuge.
Welcome back. We just hiked 7.5 kilometers. A lot of garbage left out on the deck.
I've seen that before.
Yeah.
That must be it. Now I should try to find a matching point somewhere. Looks similar, sure, but it could just be a coincidence. I need to find more accurate clues.
Just what I was looking for. Perfect.
Okay, a lot of rocks over there, and in the painting, but I need some more specific comparison points.
Heart-shaped rock wall.
That rock wall. It can't be a coincidence.
Yeah, it's very telling.
No, it doesn't match. No matching points here. I should try something else. Those sharp peaks, they look exactly the same.
Perfect. Oh, person.
Hardly changed at all.
Hi.
Breathtaking, isn't it, Fräulein?
Are you just sitting on the lap of an automaton?
It is called the Silberspiegel, our local pride.
Judging from my painting, it wasn't that different 60 years ago. Ma'am, is everything all right?
Yes. It's just that you look very much like the person in the picture, Fräulein.
So you do know her then, don't you?
Can't say I don't, but it was a very long time ago.
Actually, I've come a very long way to find out about her. I would really like to know who she is, or was. It's very important to me, you see.
And why is that, Fräulein?
For a start, I've lost everything, including people very dear to me. I think you know what that is, right? And the girl in the picture has given me a reason to go on. It might sound strange, but it's like some kind of calling.
I see. By the way, what is your name?
Oh, Walker. Kate Walker.
I am Lenny Renner.
Nice to meet you, Frau Lenny.
Demoiselle, my dear. My legs never did manage to get me to church in time.
Oh. Demoiselle Lenny.
Well, Fräulein Walker, 1937, you say? Ah, that was before the war, when I could still run like the fawn wind. Father was the manager in those days.
Alright, go back to 1937.
It was one summer evening that the whole story of your painting began. I remember it like it was yesterday. A group of scientists were staying at the refuge to prepare for an expedition to some faraway place in the east. They were being trained by a local alpinist who was to guide them. His name was Leon Kabatis.
Oh, the artist?
Handsome as a Greek god he was, and an Olympic champion no less. Very popular with the ladies. And he was lovely to me. Would give me a wink and a smile whenever I served him his beer. Thank you, Demoiselle Lenny, he would say. In French, if you please. Made me feel like a proper little madam. But then Frau Junta would always shoo me away.
Frau Junta?
Must have been in her mid-20s. But of course, to me, she was an old hag. Past it. And I didn't like the way she bossed my Leon around with that camera of hers. The refuge was buzzing. Everyone was jolly. And the scientists were there, debating as usual about this and that. A cheerful bunch, really, despite their disputes. Except, that is, for one. Frank Hoss was his name. Preferred his own company.
Yeah, because he got that fucking Nazi symbol on his arm.
I could see, even with my young eyes, he was devious as the devil.
But what about the girl in the picture?
Well, she was there that evening too. She had come to work through the summer. Her name was Dana. Dana Roze. Ah, she was as cute as a button and well-mannered with it. Even father was sweet as a lamb to her.
Take care of the scientist drinks, then go around taking orders. And have a look at the stove while you're at it.
Yes, Herr Gustav.
Will you be alright now, Dana? It's the first busy night since you started, so just ask if there's anything you need to know. Alright, my lovely?
Thank you, Herr Gustav. I'd be grateful if you could give me a few pointers.
Oh, there's not much to it, really. Keep up your smile and the twinkle in your eye. Add that to a bit of friendly banter, and you'll soon have them eating out of your hand, my girl.
But what should I talk about?
For a start, people love to speak about themselves, right? But make sure you have an escape line ready, in case they drag on, or if things become, inappropriate. Especially when they've had one or two too many. So stay on your guard and you'll be fine.
He seems like a jolly old man.
Guard up. Got it.
That's it. Because you don't want old Gustav having to wade in and pull you out of trouble. You hear me, Dana?
Yeah.
Don't worry, Herr Gustav. I'll be fine.
I said I was waiting for a chapter break, but that chapter just flowed into each other seamlessly. So we'll go a little longer.
I need to serve those drinks to the scientists.
One pizza in Berna, 2 Nebel. Inspect the painting on the table, provide service, prepare and serve the scientist's order, take orders to the terrace, adjust the stove.
What a strange mechanism. It reminds me of the automatons on the musical square. I should go on the other side of the counter. Those drinks won't get served by themselves.
I assumed that the tray I had was full, but apparently not. Okay, one pizza in Berna. I think it just looks like that.
Birne, huh?
And 2 of these.
The keg's empty. I need to change it.
Where? I see a pizza down here. Aha. No worries. The tiny little girl like that can totally do that herself. Great.
That should be it. Let's serve these gentlemen now.
No, we'll have to go higher, I'm telling you. But my point is that it's highly improbable that any primate will be able to survive so high up, let alone thrive.
And if they were thriving, we wouldn't be looking for them, would we? I say they've taken to the higher ground, and they only come down to steal livestock and game.
Look out, chaps.
Gentlemen, your drinks?
Ah, good on you, lassie. Horst, make yourself useful and pass these around. First day, is it? Better make a wish then.
All right, I will. I wish you would tell me what all those maps are for.
Ah, that I can grant you. They show all the different locations of an expedition we're planning.
I see you haven't come just for the view then.
Oh no, Fraulein. We're only here for the beer and a pretty smile. That's our trainer out there. Supposed to knock this scraggly lot into shape for the big climb in Baltayar.
Oh, she's got a crush. Focus, girl.
Right.
Don't ignore the people in front of you.
And what's that one of, if you don't mind me asking?
That is Baltayar, a remote region in the mountains of northern China. That's where I'll be leading my team in a couple of weeks.
And what's this expedition for?
Well, keep it to yourself, but the code name is Origin. And if I have my way, it will likely change the way we perceive humanity.
Making sure there's not anything else to pay attention to.
And what about you, gentlemen?
Well, let me introduce you to my dream team. Horst Sauer, talented anthropologist and frequent but worthy pain in the ass your mother. Rudolf Jäger, distinguished ethnologist. And last but not least, Albert Bauer, paleontologist.
And yourself?
Nice recovery there on the R's. Ask your mother.
As Herr Berger says, we're here to train for the Origin expedition.
In return for funding for our own projects back home.
And for the love of science, eh, Horst?
Oh, yes, of course, Herr Berger. I'm sure none of us would be here otherwise, would we?
No, not at all.
And what about you, my lovely?
Oh, I'm Dana. I'm working here during the holidays, that's all. I'm curious to know what this Origin expedition is all about, though. If it's not top secret, that is.
Put it this way, Fraulein Dana. If and when we discover what we're looking for, you will no doubt remember this conversation as your claim to fame. You will tell your grandchildren that you served the Origin team. The team that discovered none other than the missing link of the superior race of humans, the Australopithecus habilis, the direct ancestor of Homo sapiens. Or, more vulgarly put, the abominable snowman.
Oh, I see. Now I get why it's called Origin.
Whatever we find, whatever we call it, it's likely to send shockwaves all through the world of anthropology. It will help us to explain how we evolved from Australopithecus to modern man, and then became...
He's off again. Get him started on anthropology and he's like a bolted horse. I don't think Fraulein Dana wants you to clobber her with your explanations, Horst.
I should probably go help to other people. And then became what? What do you think? On the contrary, or I'm sure it's very interesting, but I am curious.
I might only be a waitress, but actually I find it quite interesting.
Well, Fräulein, the Origin expedition could lead us to a totally new series of studies, or even reveal a new mode of tribal organization, or a micro-society, by the discovery of a specimen that may well have played a major role in the evolution of modern man.
Come, gentlemen, here's to the Brown Shadow for generously sponsoring this expedition, which is sure to redefine our understanding of mankind.
Yeah.
Oh, I see we're fraternizing with the personnel, gentlemen.
Just giving a toast to our generous sponsor, Herr Hertz.
May I remind you that this mission, financed by my party, is confidential? Do you know what that means, Dr. Berger?
Yes, Herr Hertz.
It means, gentlemen, it is strictly forbidden to communicate any details or objectives to anyone.
All the
outside
fun
the
is
circle,
sucked out of the room.
let alone to the first waitress to come by, twinkling her eyelashes. Fraulein, as soon as you're done here, I suggest you get back to your chores.
Mm-hmm.
What a brute.
That is one of the inconveniences of working with a heavily politicized private sponsor. But he's just doing his job. And I suppose like
Yep.
everything else in life.
Oh, great.
there
You're
must be some
funded by
compromise
Nazis. My
what one desires.
excitement has somewhat evaporated.
So, think nothing of it, Fraulein. It is the way of science. Indeed, it is the way of the world.
The way of the world, Herr Berger? I'm sorry, but in case you do not know, let me tell you what members of the Brown Shadow do to Vagarans like me. They smash windows. They assault innocent people for no reason at all. They are fascists and criminals, Herr Berger. With all due respect, don't you feel ashamed to be associated with such tyrants?
He's like, I wasn't done with that.
I would be careful when expressing such extreme accusations, Fraulein. There are always overzealous members of any party, always have been. And even so, we are not politicians. We do not claim to save humanity. Our job is to explain how it came about. Why, if the scientific community had to halt progress at every political crossroads, then humanity would never have advanced any further than Homo erectus.
Dana! Dana! Chop chop! This isn't a French parlor, my girl.
Yeah.
Yes, Herr Gustav.
Goodbye.
I'd better go. Thank you, gentlemen.
Let's see. Take it downstairs, provide service, inspect the painting on the table, adjust the stove. I'm not sure what painting on what table we're supposed to be looking at. Hey, go back. This is the stove we're supposed to adjust, right?
This mechanism controls the air intake, if I remember correctly. Herr Gustav didn't have time to fix it. Looks all good to me. Wow, I've never seen a stove like this. It must be one of Herr Gustav's inventions that everyone talks about down in Wagen. I need to add more wood in the fire. Looks like there's something wrong with the airflow.
Okay. Okay, I gotta find some wood. Here? Yeah.
It's not enough. I need to feed the fire more. Looks all good to me. Better try another one. No. Looks all good to... That one is loose. That should fit pretty much anywhere on the stove.
Okay. It's over here somewhere, right?
The airflow seems right now.
Okay, that's better.
I think the fire is too weak.
Yeah, I gotta find more wood somewhere. Maybe I have to leave and come back.
Those paintings. I think Herr Gustav wanted me to help him choose the one he should buy. He must have left me a note somewhere.
Donna, I've a little favor to ask of you. Young Leon, the alpinist, is trying to fob me off with one of his paintings. Does them in his spare time. I grant you that they might not be masterpieces, but they are well painted. At least I can see what they are. And I would be dead chuffed to hang one up on my wall. Besides, Leon's a decent lad and brings in the customers, so I thought as your father sells them, and I know Sodal, I'd ask you to choose. Thanks for helping, Gustav.
I should take a closer look at those paintings before choosing one.
That is gorgeous. Ooh, so is that one. Which one do you like better? Clouds or waterfall? I feel like this one is technically more better. is technically better. The trees look normal, and the rocks are really nicely done. All the little details, whatever that is. Whereas this one, this tree looks a little funky. The clouds look mystical. And some of these trees down here look a little cartoony. And we're going to go with the clouds.
I think I'll pick this one. So glad Herr Gustav likes me to play for the clients. This way at least I won't get rusty.
There's more wood.
Perfectly dry.
Great. Perfect.
I'm done here.
Leon, dear, do make an effort.
What you looking at? She is so pretty.
Lenny, sweetheart?
Crikey, you nearly made me jump out of my skin.
What
Probably.
have you got there?
Oh, it's a camera lens, that's all.
A camera lens?
Yeah. Borrowed it from Frau Junta.
Borrowed, huh?
Who is this Frau Junta anyway?
Ginger Junta, over there.
She married?
Oh no, too old to marry now. She's way past 20, you know. That's why she likes filming Leon, because he's young and handsome.
She's past 20. She's way too old to marry.
And she never lets me have a go of her gear anyway. I only wanted to help her film something. I bet she's jealous.
Yeah, you're very much a young kid.
Lenny, what's so special about Frau Junta's equipment that makes you want to steal it?
Borrow it.
All right, borrow it.
Can't you see? Who would be interested in Ginger Junta if she didn't have a camera, huh? She's too old for Leon. She uses it so she can be the center of attention, you know.
Is that what you want?
No, not
Not the
exactly.
center.
Besides,
Some little bit of
there's nothing to do
attention.
here.
I do understand, Lenny, but...
No, you don't. Feels like a prison here sometimes, all on my own. When I grow up, I'll live at the top of a building in the big city, and I'll have a swimming pool on my roof.
Believe me, I do understand, Lenny. Because of my coughing fits, I've sometimes had to stay in my room for weeks on end. Imagine that, nothing to see but the same four walls.
Oh, right. Must have been pretty tough, I guess.
That's why I took up the piano. Do you like doing anything special, Lenny?
I suppose I like making stuff with Papa. He's got ever such clever hands, you know. But he's always so busy in the summer.
Let's be friends then, shall we?
You won't tell on me then?
Not now that we're friends.
You promise?
I promise.
But give it back. Let's see if we can put this tray down.
Do better.
'Cause I don't know if we can. Very cute, yeah. Yeah, there's not really a place to put them down. I think I just have to walk around with them.
Come on, Leon. Show me your energy, your youth. Oh dear, you look more like my old Aunt Helga.
Another creation of Herr Gustav. Madonna laces. The highest peak in the region.
That's neat.
Little Lenny said that it's the keeper of the border with Switzerland, and that it's supposed to feed on the souls of those who have been swept away by the mountain. The Silberspiegel, the heart-shaped rock face that gave its name to the refuge. According to Herr Gustav, only the most seasoned alpinists can climb it.
Yeah, it looks terrifyingly smooth. Okay, look at that, look at that. Look at that.
This path leads to Switzerland. One needs to be guided by an alpinist to go through it, though. The Devil Pass starts here. The end of the road for an inexperienced hiker like me, I guess.
Neat. This is a cool invention.
A bit more to the side, darling, please.
Better not interrupt them. That Frau Junta wasn't exactly friendly earlier with Lenny. I've done all that Herr Gustav told me to do. I'd better go and tell him.
It's like, never mind, don't actually worry about. Did I miss my chance to take orders, or did I pretty much do that?
I think Herr Gustav would not like it if I left the refuge during the service, so I had better stick around.
Nothing else to do back this way, right?
So glad Herr Gustav likes me to play for the clients. This way, at least, I won't get rusty.
Yeah, I don't need to talk to the Nazi.
All right.
Fine. No more orders and everyone's served.
That's the go. Now listen, Dana. I know, you know, the Brown Shadow is dangerous, right? So for heaven's sake, keep your feelings to yourself. And refrain from answering Herr Berger back like you did, eh? The Brown Shadow is not something you can just chit-chat about.
But...
Look, it's not safe. And it will only come back and bite you. Mark my words, Dana. Especially in today's climate.
I only...
Dana, I know. Just be careful. No one wants problems with fascists. You get my drift?
Yeah.
And may I remind you that I warned you earlier when you asked me for advice. So I'll tell you one last time. Don't get drawn in.
Okay.
Do you hear me, Dana? So, young lady, you're still off to the academy in the fall, are you not? What you waiting for, then? Get back to your practicing and play us a nice tune while you're at it.
Okay.
All right, then. I will. Thank you, Herr Gustav.
Play something melodious this time. It'll make a nice change from the military pieces some of the patrons have been requesting of late.
Okay.
Well, Herr Gustav did a pretty good job repairing that key I broke yesterday.
I really like the composer for this game. He did a great job. I think that they're all like getting up to move closer. Cute.
Leon, what are you doing? I want to catch the light.
You've got enough. It's so awkward. Let me just lean on the top of the piano and stare like I'm this far away from you. Those eyes are pretty well rendered. Very nicely done. She's like, oh god, everyone's staring at me. Start playing something else. That's what they're staring for.
Oh, gosh, I hope I haven't...
Bravo! Bravo! Bravo!
Bravo. Bravo.
Clap? How can you clap? Oh, so you like the noise, do you? Do you? Well, you should be ashamed! Ashamed, I say! To applaud the music of a of a treacherous Polish separatist. Rebel rousing. It's this kind of rebel rousing that puts the poison of Marxist Bulgarian ideology in the minds of honest people. And those who partake in its vulgarization are accessories to treason!
You are drunk, Herr Hoss.
Out of my way, boy.
Yikes.
Come, Fraulein. Best clear off until the dust settles.
Yikes.
You should have seen me then, Fräulein Walker. I was so young and eager to witness whatever could happen between Dana and Leon. I need...
What a fiasco.
Oops. I didn't mean to cut her off. I thought she was done talking.
Blasted fight. That's all I need.
Don't you have some dolls to dress or something? Oh, Lenny. Why don't you leave the piano to those who actually know how to play it, huh?
Aw, she's so mean to her. Leave the kid alone.
He had it coming.
Lenny, don't. Give them some space, would you?
Maybe upstairs? 'Cause I don't seem to be able to go to any of the windows or anything.
So, that's the painting Dana thinks Father should buy from Leon. Nice choice.
Local man Leon Kabatis took a shock slalom men's gold at the Garmisch-Partenkirchen Winter Olympics on Saturday as the two favorites both spectacularly bombed out. Ivar Ballangar, of Norway won silver 0.34 seconds behind, and Rudi Kranz of Germany brought the bronze after his compatriot Franz Fnur and then Bertil Persson of Norway both imploded. Kabatis, 21, becomes the only vegan skier to win an Olympic medal, breaking the national record set by Hans Gartmann in 1932 in Lake Placid. It means everything. I've been training my whole life for a moment like this, said the unheralded mountain guide from Vagan. I took a medal in Lake Placid, 1932, a bronze, but I always dreamt about the gold medal and how it's a dream come true, and I'm totally blown away. Kabatis follows in the footsteps of Max Schaefer as the only second national to win a men's Olympic slalom gold. I'm just in his room. Creeper. I mean, just a kid, but still.
I'm so glad I started this collection of photos.
Oh, maybe it's her
when
room.
When I grow up, I'll travel all around the world and photograph everywhere I go. When I'm old, the wall will be covered with them. Honestly, Junta is not that good. I'm sure I could do better if only I could practice a bit.
We can't read this letter.
You all right? Yeah, I thought so.
It's just that if I had retaliated, I would have lost my job, you know? Believe me, I came this close to not being able to pay for my studies at the academy after the holidays.
Forget it. He was blind drunk. Won't even remember it come tomorrow. Old Gustav could see it wasn't your fault. Besides, you didn't see him after your performance. Ecstatic he was.
There are more and more people like that brute. They don't even bother to hide their hatred anymore. It's
Sounds familiar, huh?
They've been given a mission, or perhaps I should say permission, to abuse people like me, as if Vagarans had suddenly become the scourge of society. And we're powerless to act because if we did, we'd lose our home. My parents, they've become a bundle of nerves. They can't sleep at night. Only last week, our shop window got smashed again, and our neighbors, they couldn't care less, and neither could the authorities. What's wrong? Did my rant frighten you?
Well, yes. Yes, it did. I mean, not you, Fraulein. But what you said about the fascists. You've put my own suspicions into words, Fraulein. Because what you say about the Brown Shadow is true, and that's what worries me. I used to think they were just a bunch of cranks in their ridiculous uniforms. But now I can see these lunatics really are serious. Deadly serious.
But you did know who was behind the Origin expedition.
Never gave it much thought, to be honest. Only met Huss and the scientists today. For me, they were no different from any other group I've trained. If I'd have known that, I'd have had second thoughts. Actually, do you know what?
What?
I'm going to stop training them.
Can you do that?
It's still a free country, right? So after a few weeks' notice, I'll be off the hook. At least, I get to spend the summer here with you. Painting.
But I don't paint.
No, you play. I paint. It's my passion. And you can be my muse.
Cute flirting.
Is that what you say to all the girls?
No. Never.
Hello, you two lovebirds. Everyone's going to bed, so you better come back inside or you'll catch cold, or worse.
Cute.
And that's how Dana pipped everyone at the post. It only took one look for Leon to fall head over heels in love with her. And it didn't take much for Dana to fall for him. Love at first sight, you might say.
Okay, I think that's a really cute place to end it for today. I'm really enjoying this game. It's not what I expected in terms of like the point and click to move, but I'm really enjoying it. And I hope you guys are too. It's lovely. It's adorable. So we'll leave it there. Have a great rest of your guys' week. It's 2024. Can you fucking believe it? It's wild. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye. Get out of here. Bye.
Lights they flicker and the candles glitter like you're in a thriller. Heart goes pum pum pum. Ghostly figures they can get so bitter. Show you want to until you can turn back. You don't